there guys, Chatot here and welcome back to another top 5 video. And as per normal guys, we did a poll and yeah, it was close between two particular types and it was between steel and ice, but ice is the one that actually froze over and came out on top. So we're going to be doing our ice top 5 today. Now as per normal, there'll be links in the descriptions below if you are interested in the other top 5s, and also there will be another poll coming out afterwards so you guys can vote on what the next top 5 will be. First of all guys, before we start the video, this is just my opinion. All the Pokemon are based on mainly like using them in battle, with me personally using them in Nuzlocke, my own sort of Pokemon journey as casual, in the anime, its design, that kind of thing. So really it's all based on personal opinion. Finally as well, I'm going to put this little disclaimer in as well. There won't be any legendaries on the list, there won't be any evolutions, there won't be any starters. Those 3 are going to get their own little dedicated list eventually. And eventually I'll probably do a mega list as well at one point. But without further ado, shall we get started? Number 5. Number 5 is on here mainly for its quirkiness than anything else, because it is a bit of a weird one. And I kind of like it for its just mad, just crazy idea design, which is Delibird. I have to say it like that as well. Delibird I mainly saw in the anime from the little Pikachu vacation movies. They did like a Christmas one and Delibird was in it as sort of Santa's little helper, if you like, to bring presents, because that's what Delibird does. It has a move called Present, I believe, where it could be something good for your opponent or bad. So it could be something that explodes or it could give you HP. And it's such a random Pokemon. I also like it because it's like penguin sort of, and it is a bit of a strange mon. It's not very good with battles, it's more of a quirky sort of mention than anything else, but I kind of like it. And like I say, it was one of the first ice types that I kind of enjoyed using a little bit in casual, went back in Gen 2 when it first appeared. But yeah, Delibird is number 5. Number 4. Number 4 is a recent Pokemon. Well, I say recent. It's Gen 6, and that's Aurorus. Aurorus I like for so many different reasons, and it's a shame it is low on the list, but there are other Pokemon that have better reasons than this to be on here. But Aurorus I like because of its Aurora Sails. It's linked to the Aurora, can I even pronounce this? The Aurora Borealis, which is basically the Northern Lights, which is what the sails are based off of, which is created by, like I say, the temperature differential, which is related to ice, so that's why it's there. I love that little thing in its design. I love, I always liked dinosaurs when I was little, still do now. And the fact it reminds me of Littlefoot from The Land Before Time, if anybody remembers that little childhood memory. And I just liked that kind of dinosaur. And it was just, it's cute, its little pre-evolution was cute. And also it's big, it's bulky, it can do some damage. And I just love the look of this thing. I just think it's adorable even when it evolves, but it's dangerous as well. And also I loved its little episode in the anime when it was with Ash and the gang in X and Y, and that's kind of why I like it really. I've never really used one properly, but I know it's big, I know it's bulky, and it can do some damage. Number 3. Number 3 is mainly here because I like the look of its design. I do like battling with it. I have battled with it on occasion, but more as a casual thing. And I like the whole backstory for it. I do like a good Pokemon with a good backstory, and this is Frostlass. Now, the reason I like Frostlass over Glalie is, you think, well, why don't you go for Mega Glalie then? I like Glalie, but I prefer Frostlass. Now, here is why. Its design is based on a Komodo, which is like a traditional dress for a Japanese. It's like a very patterned sort of dress, if you like, something very, very fancy. But the backstory for this Pokemon is it's based on a geisha woman, I believe, who got lost in the snow trying to find her husband, or her cheating husband, I believe, and she died in the snow. But every time someone gets lost in the snow, she will actually go and hunt them down, and yeah, at least that's the basic story I remember for it. It's a very creepy looking Pokemon. It's very, well, hence the typing. It is Ice Ghost, I believe, and it's really nice looking. I didn't really see it much in the anime. I did use it a lot in Gen 4 when it came out, because it was something new and I wanted to try it because I had used a Glalie, so I thought I'd give it a go. And I loved it. I loved using it. I loved its ice moves. It was a bit, fragile at times, but I did enjoy it, and it was a really nice Pokemon to have, and I just think it's really pretty. And like I say, this is just my opinion. But anyway, that's why it's here, and we'll move on to the number 2 spot. Now, the number 2 spot is fairly recent, just as in it's recently been added to the list, really, because I never really used this Pokemon until my first Nuzlocke I did on the channel, which is my Pokemon Gold randomizer Nuzlocke, and this is a Abomasnow. Now, I had an Abomasnow called Snowman, and it rocked shop. It was bulky, it did damage. It was always quite reliable. If I knew I was in a bit of a tight spot and I needed something to tank something, that was the mon to go to. And also, I mean, just look at it. It's scary as hell. It's obviously based on the Abominable Snowman, which is always a nice little myth and legend to be linked to. But also, it's, like I say, it's big, it's bulky. It's highly unfortunate it's got a quad weakness to fire, but everything I seem to like seems to have a quad weakness to something. But also, you got its Mega. Look at its Mega, it's huge. It's huge. And look, I wouldn't want to come across one of them in the middle of the night, would you? It's scary as hell. And it's got its nice ability as well, where it instantly brings hail onto the field. I can't even remember the name of the ability, it's been that long since I used it. But it's also really good competitive as well. And I probably would use one again, because they're solid. You ain't moving one. Okay guys, finally, before we get to the number 1 spot, what did you think that should have been on the list? Do you like the list so far? What's your favourite Ice-type Pokemon? Why don't you comment down in the comment section below? And also, why don't you suggest maybe what list you would put for your top 5 ice types? Also, guys, like I say, don't forget to subscribe and like and hit the notification bell so you can get more top 5 soon. But as further ado, let's go and find out what the number 1 spot is. Now, the number 1 spot has been with me for a very long time. It has not moved from this spot since Gen 3. Delibird, because there wasn't many spots out there back in Gen 2, there wasn't many ice types. Delibird was always my favourite just because of the way it looked and stuff. But when Gen 3 came along and this Pokemon came along, this knocked it off straight away because I used it a lot in the gameplay and outside of gameplay because it was big, it was tough, it hit hard, and it was adorable. It was adorable. I loved its whole evolutionary line. But that was Wolverine. Wolverine I really, really loved. I love Celia. I love Eeveelutions. Eeveelutions was just adorable little round thing. It could roll about in the anime. It was cute. Couldn't ask any more for it. And then it evolved into Celia, which was a little bit more Celio, sorry. I kept calling it Celia because that's what I keep calling them. That's my nickname for them. And they, like I say, it turned into something really bulky. And then you finally got into Wolverine, which bulky as hell. It's just this big, massive Wolverine. Like, it's insane. I love its tash. I love its design. It has like rollout, which was always like a killer thing. It had so many access to some nice ice moves and water moves as well. And it was just, I liked it. It's just had like things like, I don't know why, I just really, really bonded to this Pokemon. I don't really use it now, but I have used one recently in my Nuzlocke as well. I had one in my Quadlock. Can't even tell you how sad I didn't get to evolve it into a Wolverine. I had Celia, the Celia, and it didn't evolve into a Wolverine. I was so sad. I was 4 levels off. I was gutted that I didn't get that chance. And I just always loved this Pokemon. And I can't really explain why, because I did battle with it. It was bulky, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't that special. It had weaknesses. But I liked it. And you could do some really good things with this Pokemon. Anyway, guys, that is the top 5 ice type list. What do you guys think? Do you think there should have been some other ones, like recent ones? Maybe do you think like the new Alolan Vulpix and Alolan Ninetales should have been on this list? What do you think? Also, guys, like I say, don't forget to comment down below your like top 5 list as well. And yeah, if you haven't got your Pokemon fix, there's other top 5s to go and watch. We have done so far Electric, Dragon, Ghost, and Flying. Let's have a think then. We've also got our Pokemon White 2 Randomizer Skylock and our Pokemon Sweet Nuzlocke as well, if you want to go and check those out. We've also got our streams as well, which are always on a Wednesday at 5:30 at UK time. We've also, like I say, got the whole stream all uploaded to the channel. Hopefully I'll be doing a highlight video for that soon. I keep saying that and it's never happening. It will happen at one point. It will happen. Also, guys, if you, like I say, there is Minecraft stuff on the channel. There's also guest games if you want to watch those kind of things. We've got Golf with Friends, Daily Life Slice Bread, FNAF, Mind's Eye, so both horror and casual. Anyway, guys, I've chatted on enough as per normal, and I will see you in the next video. But remember, guys, chat on!